Today I'm making Japanese rice balls, and they're called onigiri or musubi. And they are great snacks, and then they also make great lunch as well. And back in the days, these are the ones that people actually brought on their long journey because it's a portable food and then it travels well. And there's a farmer's market not too far from us, and they open after school hours. And then there's a long line at this one store. They sell Japanese rice balls. And I know that kids love them. So I'm gonna show you how to make this. So traditionally we use grilled salmon, well salted grilled salmon, and then these dried plums. And nowadays people use anything because it's rice. So rice goes well with pretty much anything. And a lot of the time that we use leftover meat. So today we have pork and salmon and plum, and all we need is white rice. Today we're using short grain rice, and before you cook it, rinse it until the water becomes almost clear. And add the amount of water that matches with the amount of rice and cook it in a rice cooker. So here's the rice just out of the rice cooker. And you want to use short grain. You can see the steam. You want to use the short grain rice. It doesn't have to be Japanese rice, but short grain rice tends to be stickier than long grain rice, and it works well when you're trying to make some kind of shape. So you get a piece of plastic wrap. Traditionally, it's done with the bare hand, a wet bare hand, but I like to use a plastic wrap. And then get a little bit of rice in the palm of your hand. I make a little crate in the middle. The rice is really hot. And then I put salmon in the middle. And what you want to do is try to hide this, bury this salmon in the middle. So, and start making a triangle shape. So what you do is, with one hand, this is like a saucer. That's the base for the triangle. And that always stays the base. And the other hand always becomes the peak of the triangle. So you roll it and make a peak in the base. And the other side too. And you have this nice triangle shaped onigiri. So I'll show you one more time in close up. You make a cradle in the middle, and then this time I'm using a little piece of meat and put that in the middle and close that off with rice. And by using one hand as a bottom of the triangle and another hand as a peak of a triangle, you keep rolling it until you make a really firm triangle shape. So I just made 3 different kinds of rice balls. One is with a pork and salmon and plum. And I have seaweed in various sizes. And the seaweed nori, you just slice into certain sizes. And if you want to, you could place seaweed like this, or small ones like so. This, and you can always garnish with sesame, roasted sesame seeds. Okay, so here are the triangle shaped rice ball. And if you find it making a triangle shape really difficult, then I'll show you another way to make it. So again, you take a piece of plastic wrap, and have a little bit of rice in the palm of your hand. You can get a little crate in the center. I'm going to use salmon again. Salmon seems to be the most popular one. At least at the farmer's market. They're grilling the salmon right there and it always smells good. Okay, so again, you put that piece of salmon in the center, or whatever you want to put it in. And this time, instead of making triangle, you're just making a little sphere ball. Oops. It's a ball, so it rolls. So there you go. Now you have this little rice ball, literally rice ball. And there are many flavors that you can add to your rice balls. Here I added sweet potato and salmon and sesame, as well as avocado and salty shiso flakes. Right above the comments, I added some links to the ingredients and cooking tools. If you find this video helpful, click that like button and subscribe. Thank you!